love it when people try to mess up my day by doing shady shit to me because here, dumb fucks, let me clue you in on a couple little tidbits of information. I'm not money driven like you are, okay? Because I know that money, there's nothing backing a United States dollar. So to me, it's really the useless waste of trees to create paper that have no type of backing whatsoever. Okay? All your mountains that used to hold gold, all your mountains that used to hold nickel, all your mountains that were crumbled to the ground and you scraped up all the coal, those things are gone. And what you're surviving on now, that is minerals that you should have never dug up, okay? All your salt mines, because that's just an invitation for the expansion of the ocean. So, let me just hit a couple things right hard and on the noggin, okay? Because I get so sick of it. This shit's been going on forever. And you can't escape it because now it's hardwired into their little noggins of beliefs and their way of doing things here in the United States. So, the crux of my life has always been, for the past 30 years, is this sick-ass community called Livingston County, New York. They are the most highly unethical, fraudulent group of people ever known, okay? And oddly enough, that figurine up there on Letchworth State Park carrying that Mary Jameson name, well, let me tell you, I'm going to backtrack in a separate video and tell you how that all came about. But somewhere in the midst of all that stuff, the Seneca were ordered by the first to get rid of that and remove all referencings to that. That was a huge mistake. Should have never happened. And that, if there is a body underneath that statue, which now I'm starting to question what's really hidden underneath that statue, which somebody should demand to have it dug up, okay? Because I'm actually thinking it's some lady of larger height that was ridiculed in that area during the time that they caused so much pain and anxiety because she carried her father's height versus her mother's height, and they, classified her as some type of Amazon or something, and she committed suicide, and so they created or regurgitated the story of Mary Jameson. So somebody really needs to, pull the truth out of those roots, because that shit's been going on long enough, okay? The Seneca were ordered by the first to extinguish, get rid of any referencing and name, including the cavities and the bones of any woman named Mary Jameson. And if that shit's still sitting up there, they never carried through with those orders, then guess what? That's right. The reminder tones will always set the next tones. Okay? So, going back to the sick village community of Livingston County, New York. So their sheriff is Tom Doherty, directly affiliated with the Doherty, Doherty, or however the fuck you want to pronounce his name. Satan, okay? Directly affiliated with the funeral homes. Now, Martin Funeral Home in Mount Morris, New York. Lays claim that they were established in 1886, which is a huge lie because the current owners bought that place from the Dohertys in 2006, okay? So that's fucking fraud. I'd never do business with those people, okay? And the fact that they actually had the audacity to carry my son's name under a fraudulent activity type business is unbelievable. Now the business right across the street, the post office, that building is owned by the Dohertys family, okay? And they're the funeral parlor people throughout Livingston County. I'll leave a link just to verify it. And the thing to keep in mind is it's not the family that places the name on a death certificate. That is placed, determined in advance by funeral parlor directors. Okay? So the increase in military veterans, suicides, and death, chances are they're either people that had died a long time ago, placed on somebody, their names placed on somebody else's death, or the cops killed them and it wasn't even suicide. It's got to be one or the other. Now, if you can think of some place where you could go to get people to actually launch a large-scale investigation on that area, you would uncover some major findings, okay, of lies, deceit, and deception, cloaked with corruption, fraud, waste, and abuse. They should have just let me move right the hell out of there when I wanted to go. Taking me, my kids, my animals, and my livelihood at the point and juncture that I said, I don't want to be part of your shit anymore. But instead, they carried it through. And now, the consequences will be the truth.